Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's reading, we're doing How Has Your Absence Felt? And we have here pile number 1 with the red candle, pile number 2 with the orange candle, and pile number 3 with the green candle. Please pause the video if needed. Let's go. So for the viewers that picked pile number 1, okay. I heard sympathetic here. I feel like a lot of you guys are a joyride. I heard a joyride here. You guys are a fun time. You could be like the planner of the group. You can be the person that picks the spontaneous places. You're the event planner, and if you're not the event planner, it's more like you're the one that's the most excited for anything, even a walk to the park. Okay, you bring a lot of excitement, joy. When you're absent, there's a big silence anywhere, everywhere. Doesn't matter where it is. Let's see here though. Some clarifying cards here with my favorite Rider Waiter deck. Anybody that is starting to become a tarot reader or is trying to learn how to read tarot cards, I will always recommend them to this pile. Okay, to this deck, not pile, but deck. This is, how can I say it? This is the Michael Jackson of the decks. This is the OG. This is the president of the decks. Okay, I feel like once you jot down this one, the others are going to be so easy to do so. Let's see here. How was my pal's absence felt? Let's see. I heard Aquarius, Gemini, Aries here watching. Yeah, you stand out. You really stand out, and I heard like a really funny laugh. I hear like someone being loud, and if not loud, someone being very interactive, very fun. Um, okay. If your absence is even felt a little bit, it means that you're gone. It means you're gone. Okay? It means that you have parted your ways and you are gone. Okay? We have a lot of beautiful cards. We have an Ace of Wands. We have here the Eight of Pentacles, Strength, and the Justice. I heard nobody does it like you. Nobody does it like you. Old friends, family, even lovers, once they feel an absence with you, they already know you're gone. They know you're gone, sweetheart. Because I see someone that even if they're not there or through the phone or the next time, it's just, you're very much needed. Like, you're missed. Okay, period. Polymer, you're missed. And you don't even have to be someone that talks a lot. Just the fact that you enjoy yourself everywhere you go, or like you have something to add. It's like this is the group that they're not just gonna eat from your table, you're gonna add. Okay, so you're a very important part in a lot of people's lives if you don't know that already, but your absence is felt very deeply. It's felt like, it's like a catastrophic type of like change. Like it's just like a whoa, like the end of the world, the Hangman upright. I just feel like you put a lot. You put a lot of work into your relationships, your friendships, your lovers. You are someone that's all in or not. Okay, this is my pal that they're all in or they're not. Scorpio moon here. Shout out to y'all. Justice upright. Yeah, I just feel like when you are absent in any type of way, it kind of points to some sort of justice in other people's lives. Okay? It's like your absence is felt so loud that people right away feel responsible for whatever they did to you or said to you or whatnot. You make people feel guilty as soon as possible. Because I just Oh my god, pile number one. I can't explain it. I can't explain it, but it kind of gives me a little bit, and it. I don't want to make it about myself, but I understand it. It's like a. It's like that person that you meet, or like that person that's always in your circle. They're just so excited. They're loud. They're telling you stories. They're just the vibe. They're the vibe, and then all of a sudden they're gone. But wait a minute. This was somebody that was very interactive. This was somebody active in our lives. This person will call me, twice a day to see how I'm doing. I'm not even getting a text. It's like you're all in or you're out. You're gone, pile number one. You're gone. And I feel like some of you guys are really sadistics, because I feel like you chuckle, you laugh by yourself about it, because you're like, these people are really about to play with me, but little do they know is that I'm about to be gone after this, and they'll never see me again. They'll never see me again. And that shit is crazy. Pile number one, your absence is felt right away because you don't play about it. It's like, yeah, we're all key. We can have the time of our lives. But let some shit go down, you will never hear from pile number one again. And I feel like the energy that you bring from the beginning to the connections is what surprises people so much. Because it's like, bro, this person looked like they liked me OD. This person looked like, we were like the best people they've ever met. Like, this person I never seen somebody laugh so much with us. And now they're gone like that. Yeah. But this is you. Your absence is really felt. Like, you just being gone, problem number one, can be catastrophic for others. Because then it's like they don't have the answers to your absence. So now they're looking within. They're looking within. They're looking to the side. They're looking. And yeah, honestly, I think also a lot of people kind of think you're very strong. You have like a really strong sense of self. Okay, a really strong sense of self. Um, I'm gonna keep it 1,000 bucks with you guys. Not a lot of people got the guts to just disappear on people like that. They don't, and I don't care. Oh well, I do it. Okay, that's you, but a lot of people won't be able to do that. A lot of people don't do it. A lot of people are scared of confrontation. They're scared of when the people are gonna ask them, what's wrong. You know what I mean? You're not. That makes you really sadistic. I'm not gonna lie. Pile number one, I got Scorpio in the main threes for this one. And listen, I'm not saying you're a bad person. I'm saying I get you and I see you. You know what I mean, Pile number, like, I see what you do. Um, is it the correct way? Who am I to say, right? Like, you know what you feel and what you experience. Me personally, if I go hang out with somebody, we're gonna have the best time of our lives. But if I feel in some way undermined, disrespected, countered, if you don't know what countered mean, it's like when someone is constantly disagreeing with everything, to kind of be like devil's advocate with you, or like just constantly like humble you. I don't play that shit. I don't. You see how cute I am, polymer one. I am definitely not judgmental, like, at all. And so when I feel like people are trying to humble me, I get the fuck up out of there fast, because I don't have patience for that, and we don't want it to escalate. That's the other thing here. I feel like in a way you know yourself with the strength. It's like, let me control myself before it gets worse. Let me isolate myself before I gotta punch somebody in the face. And I don't condone violence here, okay? Pile number one, I'm not condoning anything. And it doesn't even have to be physical. It could just be your bluntness, your mouth, okay? Like, you could be that type of person that if somebody, like, comes for you, you can probably use their information against them. And I feel like then you feel bad for days. So it's like, I feel like you try to avoid situations at all costs, because when you get down, you go to hell, pile number one. You go to hell. And I understand that whole thing where you can really do it to somebody, but when you do it, you'll feel bad for weeks and days. It kind of feels like you paid your karma. Let's see a couple more cards. How is my pile number one's absence felt? How is my pile number one absence felt? Oh, yeah. Your absence makes other people feel very insecure because it kind of feel with the Queen of Cups upright, Two of Cups, and then the Two of Pentacles. It's like you didn't pick them. Like you had other options, or you didn't pick or you just confuse people. I feel like you're the person that leaves people hanging and confused. It's like if you're not gonna know what you did, I'm not gonna be your mom. Goodbye. Like, you are not the person that tries to change people. You just try to change your environment. And you could be somebody very unapologetic when it comes to your energy because you know you're a good time. You know you're a positive person. You know what you bring to the table. So it's like if I'm coming at you with this energy and you're literally coming at me with the opposite energy, I'll be wasting my time here trying to convince you to love me or to trust me or to treat me how I'm deserving to, like how I deserve to be treated. Pile number one, you have a very high self-esteem. Even if you feel like some days you are a bit insecure, let me tell you something. You walk with a lot of confidence. And someone that's willing to walk away from others is definitely somebody confident. And I'm going to be real with you. Your absence is really felt. It's really felt because you come with the energy up here. Your energy is always on 10. And so it's like basically like showering somebody with a bunch of love words and then nothing the next day. Like dry, cold, nothing. You know what I mean? Like it's like that. Your energy could be like that. You can also be a Leo watching this because Leos love doing that sometimes. But this is the group that doesn't tolerate disrespect. So your absence is felt and it's very confusing for some because sometimes you make other people have to see their own mistakes. A lot of times, pile number one, when you've walked away from people, you've literally taught other people lessons. Okay, pile number one. So I don't know, I'm not saying you're a walking karma, but you are a walking lesson for a lot of people because you just don't play about your energy. You teach people what it is to love yourself, what it is to have self-respect. Okay? That's what I'm getting here from my pal number one. Any last messages on how my pal's absence is felt? Yeah, it feels like they have missed out on opportunities with the star and the devil because it kind of felt like you were all in for people. You shocked the hell out of people when you are so kind and so bubbly. It might make other people feel like maybe you're kissing their ass or you're doing too much. But listen to me. Like, you might be super kind and you love to give compliments. You probably love to talk about talk to people about what they like and their interests and stuff, and even ask questions. You can be someone that loves to ask questions about people's lives. But some people take it the wrong way. You know what I mean? It's like you are so interested in somebody, you're asking them a bunch of questions, you're so interested, but they're just not. They're just not. They're answering very dry. They look very uninterested. They're making you feel like a loser almost. Like you're asking too many questions. You know what I mean? And like the next time you see that person, you don't even say hello. Or you just wave and act like you just never spoke to them again. And it probably leave the person shocked, like, what the hell? Like, this person was talking so much last time I saw them. Like, what's happening? It's like you don't let people treat you like a loser. And then you'll have that person questioning themselves like, damn, maybe I was too cold. Maybe I was being too rude. Maybe I was mean. Maybe I need to stop being so cold towards other people when they're trying to get to know me. And that's the thing. You teach people lessons through your love sometimes. And your absence is felt greatly because the energy that you always bring, pal number one, it's like you were interest. It's like you're interested. Like like when you're around people, they have your 100% attention. And I love that about you. Keep being who you are, keep being a light, keep asking questions, keep being a good person, because there's people like me that really love people like that. I love an expressive, open person. um, I don't always think the worst about others. I feel like I start to think bad once things come out of their mouth that just doesn't resonate, or like their actions. But I appreciate a person like you that is always giving people opportunities, and just not stuck up. Okay, because guess what, we all are gonna be hurt in this world. We're all gonna be fucked up people. We're gonna be mean people. We're gonna meet cheaters. We're gonna meet losers. But it doesn't mean that we get to judge the next person through our experiences. It doesn't mean we get to judge them right away without knowing them. It doesn't mean we don't get to give people a fresh slate in our life. Okay? We can't let the past traumatize us to the point where we have PTSD when it comes to new people in our lives, because it's not their fault that we've been hurt and then we've been going through shit. It's not their fault. So I appreciate any healing, fallen soldier here that been through the worst, been through hell, but still willing to smile at the next person. I love that. And thank you so much for clicking on this reading. That's all for today. Bye, guys. So for the viewers that picked pile number 2 here, let's find out, how was your absence felt? And I heard creative. I heard family, dog person here. Let's see. How was my pal's absence felt? How was my pal's absence felt? Ooh. Yeah. You could have resonated with pal number 1, but if not, it's okay. Um your absence is almost like a stab in the back. Your absence is felt like you're very sensitive sometimes. People can take your absence very personal. But because of a silence here, maybe it's because of some sort of silence. It's like people know that you could do them wrong, but you choose not to. And so basically, your absence is almost like declaring war. You could be very beautiful. You can have a really nice body. You can have a son or a golden retriever. Your absence can make people feel very targeted. And even insecure, because it might also make people feel like you don't really care about them, or like you're not scared of them. You know what I mean? Being absent in certain people's lives, or really teach them that you don't fear them, and they don't have control over you. Okay, they don't have control. But when you continue to go towards people that are constantly showing to you that they don't care about you, it's kind of the opposite. It shows that you have no self-respect, and that you're probably intimidated or scared to lose them. But I feel like you put the fear in everything. Pile number 2. I heard someone's worst nightmare. Pile number 2. I really don't know why. I also see here, you can be very motherly to people, even in relationships. You can be someone very motherly. You can be someone that can be a shoulder to cry on. You can be someone that can listen to people's problems for days. You can be someone very patient with others, very sensitive, and also a very protective person with the people you love. Like, you will go at war for anybody you love, right? So your absence is almost felt like a betrayal, you know? Like, how dare you walk away from me? I feel like a lot of people that you've been absent from, have been codependent on you emotionally, to the point where, you're just like a trash can for their emotions, but nothing else, just that. um your absence can also make people feel like they didn't appreciate you when they had you. Something about this group is given very helpful. I feel like you are the person that people will call on for anything, help, to borrow money, for advice, for clothing advice. Your absence is almost always felt like people did not appreciate what they had until you left. You have almost like this soft energy with others, but you can be like this very harsh individual. You can be a Capricorn here watching. If not, you could be a Taurus. But you could be someone very rough around the edges. You could be very strict with yourself, or you have goals, and you like maintain a schedule with yourself. Like, you're someone that's very strict with yourself, very harsh. um and when I say harsh, I mean like strict, like rough around the edges. And I guess like with the people around you, you're like more patient, more lovable, more giving, more motherly, more sisterly, brotherly, whatever. And it gives like service love here. Pound number two. You're very at service with the people you love. You help, you give back, you give them advice, you kind of support them, and you always have their back even if you don't agree on things. You're like the friend, the lover that everybody wants. You know what I mean? Because even if you don't see eye to eye with someone's choices or their decisions or their feelings, you still kind of rock with them. You know what I mean? It's like I don't agree with what you did, but I understand where you coming from, and I love you, and I'm here for you. That type of energy. There's a lot of love here. This is a group with a lot of love. This is somebody protective. This is not someone that's gonna let anybody, you know, hurt anybody they love. And I feel like your absence is almost very triggering, because it's like, even if you're absent from a certain person, you're still the same way with others. Of course, others that haven't proved you otherwise. But it's just so triggering. It's just so hurtful. Your absence is hurtful as shit, because it just reminds people or your exes of, the love that they couldn't appreciate, the endless, unlimited love that they couldn't see, or they couldn't, just grasp or enjoy in the moment, okay? You make people feel like they wronged you. You make others feel like the villain because of how kind-hearted you are. And because you continue to be that way. Even with others, you continue to be who you are. It's just like, naturally you are a very loving person. So it's like, if people are naturally not matching that with you, you're gonna give it to those that really appreciate it and love it. I think that with this group, people always take you for granted. People always take you for granted. People always do. And it's a small number of those that know how you are, okay? And how quickly you can change. You know what I mean? This is the pile they're gonna stick around. They're gonna forgive you. They're gonna give you the benefit of the doubt. They're gonna be very forgiving, very loving. But over time, when you keep doing it and doing it to them, there'll be a time that there'll be no more coming back at all. But again, just to say, you're very forgiving. So when you are absent, it almost is a shock. It's like the end of the world for someone, because they know it's a done end street with you. Let's see here. How was my pal's absence felt? Ooh, I got a card here that fell, but I don't pick those cards. I don't know why. Let's see here. How was my pal's absence felt? Sometimes they do come back though. How was my pal's absence felt? How's my person's absence felt? Since you are such a loving person by nature and very giving, automatically people feel with the magician like they caused your absence. So they never feel like you were the reason for absence. It's like it's impossible, especially since you are so good. We have here Five of Swords with the Seven of Cups in reverse. Yeah, you kind of haunt people in their mind with your absence. I feel like people do take you for granted because of your forgiving nature, because people feel like if you are forgiving, you're gonna always be forgiving. That's the thing. Pile number two. But I feel like you have such a big heart that you know that sometimes people can be going through things. People might wake up on the wrong side of the bed, and no one is perfect. And I love that you are like that. Pile number two, very forgiving, very with an open heart and an open mind. But sometimes it lets people take advantage of you in your life, because it's like you constantly are gonna let them slide with things until you're like done. And I think it's like unannounced. Or I feel like also you can switch up really quickly when it comes to your attitude. Like you can go from very like, oh my god, how you been, to what's wrong, what happened now, like you know what I mean, like a loving to a somber effect. Honestly, when you change forever. And also I feel like you might also have this thing where you treat everybody that loves you like family. And again, a lot of protectiveness, a lot of defending, a lot of taking care of. So yeah, your absence is triggering. It's almost traumatic as well. It's a shocker to lose you. It's a very big shocker. Um, Cause you're just so sunshine and rainbows type of person. You even look at the positive when it comes to the most negative person ever. This is a dual type of group. This is someone that can see beyond the veil, someone that can see beyond the things that are shown. So, pile number two, it is triggering. It's traumatic for people, and it almost put them in their place, and almost makes them feel very regretful for their actions always. And I say traumatic. Listen to me. I say traumatic because losing you is like losing the most important person that ever gave a fuck about someone, or yourself, or me, or whatnot. Like, you know what I mean? It's like me losing someone that really had my back, really was there for me, would fight for me, and I can count on them whenever I don't feel good. Because they're gonna understand me. They're gonna take my side, even if I didn't make the right choice. Okay? It's giving therapist. It's giving mommy of the group. I'm also getting cancer vibes here. How to the people that have you in their life, you don't understand how grateful they are for you. They're very grateful for you. And those that you're absent from, unfortunately, they almost feel like something was out to get them losing you. Yeah, like it's just very, I don't know, it's like losing God. And I don't mean to compare you to God, but it's like just losing the one important thing, like the one thing that you can just fall back on. Okay. I heard even with exes for this group, your exes might have taken you for granted, but then when you left them, they were like cut and dry. They didn't even know how to live. They didn't even know how to live or breathe without you. Pile number two. So just know that a lot of people, some people, not a lot, some people might treat you like you ain't shit, like, take you for granted or whatnot. But it's the moment that you leave, it's your absence that makes them regret it all. And actually even look into the past and see how good of a person you were. So it's a shame that people gotta wait till you leave them to see your worth. Pile number two. But I think that out of all the group, this one would hurt more for anybody. just because they always had you there to count, like always there for you to be there for them. Like they always counted on you. Okay, they always counted on you, but never counted you. You know what I mean? Like never regarded you, but always knowing that they could just fall. It's like I don't know how to explain. It's just a lot of things. It's like a friend that never really hangs out with you like that, but they do hang out with others. And every time they have a problem, they just want to call you. You know, it's like that type of vibe. Like you will always be like the side dish, pile number two. And as the side dish, you will get up and go. And they'll turn around, they don't got nothing left. Anyways, pile number two, just know you bring in a great effect into people's lives. I feel like there's people from years ago that still remember you and still really think about you. So yeah, your absence is not to be played with. Sweetheart, you are a bag of chips and some cookies. Like you're everything. Full package, I would say. Um, the best friend that anybody could have, the best lover to count on. You're the lover that you're gonna sit there and you're gonna listen for hours. You don't care. Okay, you're that person, and I love you. Hopefully, I meet somebody like you, Polymer 2. Shout out to y'all. But that's all for today. Bye, guys. So, for the viewers that picked Polymer 3 with the green candle, I heard T. Don't let it. Yo. Oh my god, I'm already stuttering. I heard T because I don't know if you guys used to watch like the Nickelodeon slime videos, like the green, like they would just throw slimes at people. I don't know. It's like you have like slime on others, like you have tea on others. So let's see here. How is my pal number three's absence felt? How was my pal number three absence felt? And we have here the Shadows and Light Oracle. Took me a while. Fun fact about this pal, it took me a while to really connect with it. But once I did, it was like a breeze. Yeah, Breaking Dawn in reverse. People are scared of you. Okay, your absence is almost very scary. It's very haunting for some people because people don't know your next steps. You could be the type of person that moves in silence, especially when it comes to like the next things you're gonna do, whether it is cutting someone off or moving on about something. Like you're somebody that you really move in silence. And it's kind of very scary for people because it keeps people on edge because they don't know what you're gonna do next. They don't know if you're gonna take a trip without them. They don't know if you're going to go tell their secrets, expose them, get with their ex. Like people don't know what to expect from you. All I know here, this is someone very harsh. Okay, Pal 3, excuse my language. I'm not trying to call you out, but overall, you're a very intimidating person. Okay, I feel like you could be very disrespectful with your mouth. You can be someone that when you judge, it can break a million hearts, okay? Because you go to hell. When it comes to battles, anything, challenges, you go to hell. You are someone that cannot hold your tongue, okay? You're absent makes people feel like they have to do something new, like they have to do something next, like they have to retaliate, they have to be absent, like a tit for tat type of situation here. Yeah, but I'm gonna keep it honest, $100 with you. People are scared of your absence because people don't know what is it that you're planning. If it's that you're mad, is that you're sad, is that you're about to do something. People don't know. You can be someone also very honest. You can be someone as well that you give people your time as love. Like, you know, for you to call someone every day or like, you know, show up to their house or like eat lunch with them, it means a lot to you. Like those people are very sacred to you, and it's like you really have love for those that you do take your time out for. So it's like when you don't take your time out for others, it's like something happened. People think you're against them, or people might think that you know you're uninterested now, or they did something that they're not aware of. You know, it might cause a person to question a lot, but I'm not gonna lie, Pal 3, people think the worst case scenario when it comes to your absence. People feel like you don't want to talk to them anymore, like you hate them, you don't want to be around them, or you heard something. Your absence could feel very new for people. Because I said, you give people that you love, you give them your time all the time. So when you are absent, it's almost like something new, something that has never happened. Okay? For this pile, I also feel like you prepare people for your absence. Whether it's that you tell them that you felt uncomfortable, like you're someone that, yeah, this is the pile. This is the pile that's gonna say they're uncomfortable, even if they're gonna make people uncomfortable. You don't care who you make who you affect, who you make feel weird. If you feel bothered by anything, you're the people that are gonna express it. So I kind of feel like with this pile, you let them know you're gonna be absent. You let them know, like, listen, I don't appreciate this shit. Like, if you're gonna keep doing this, like, you're the clear cut blunt person. You're clear cut. You let the people know, hey, you're not gonna see me. Hey, I'm not coming. Hey, I'm tired of you. You know, you're annoying. Like, you're the person that's gonna be honest. So your absence can be a bit scary. It can be a bit, hurtful or even intimidating. I also feel like you don't give a lot of people love. Not saying you're not a lovable person, but I just feel like you don't have a lot of people in your circle that you, like, openly care about. Like, you don't have a lot of people in your life that you openly care about. You could be someone that's viewed as rude or cold, or even like a a loner, a popular loner, a lone wolf. So you could already have a reputation of being a bit serious, a bit intimidating. So it's kind of, you scare those that do have that access to you, because they know how fast it can vanish. You're also very sensitive, even if you come off as maybe even rude or blunt. You are very sensitive yourself, and you're the type of person is like, if I would never do it to them, why would they do it to me? You take hurt and pain very serious. You take it to the heart. I think this is the pile that basically really takes shit to another level. You might look at something small that happened and make it like a big old problem in your mind. But I'm gonna be real with you, most of the times you be right. All that over analyzing and overthinking, you be right sometimes. You be right. I feel like you're the type of people that you're good on reading other people's energy and like reading how they feel. You be right. You be super right. Hyper aware. That's what I like to call it. I don't like being like that though, because I hate thinking about how other people feel. I hate it, and I just feel like I feel it. A lot of people that are intuitive, that happens. You walk into the room and you kind of feel who's happy, mad, sad, excited, annoyed. Like, you could just feel it all. I don't like it because it's like, I don't care. That's none of my business. There's nothing I could do, right? But you could read a room and you are very sensitive. Um, but you are someone that's vocal about it. See, you're not gonna disappear out of thin air, baby. You're gonna make a fuss about it and you're gonna let it know. You're gonna let it know, hey, I'm not coming back. But before I leave, I gotta let it know that so and so is a fake ass. You know what I mean? Like, you're gonna let them know. This is the pile that they could be done with their ex. Like, you could be done with a relationship, but you still want that closure. Like, you're still gonna text them and be like, I don't understand why you hurt me like this. And listen, you might not even want to get back with this person. Like, you might have this person already at the end of the line. Like, you don't care about them, you don't want them back, but you still need to find out why they do what they did to you. Why did they felt that way? Whatever. Like, you're the person that you need the answers. Okay, Part 2 ain't need no answers. They took the actions and ran. You're gonna analyze the answer. You're a tough cookie, okay? You're the person that's gonna say the thing that everybody is scared to confront or question. You're gonna be that person to do that. When you're uncomfortable, everybody's uncomfortable. Pile number 2, because I mean pile 3, but you could be attracted to 2 too. Um, Everyone's gonna be uncomfortable because you're gonna let people know how uncomfortable you are already. All right. So pile 3, this is a very vocal pile. So I feel like your absence is scary because it's like shit, they're done for real. Because they would have came back and talked about it with me, or they would have came back and let me apologize to them. But pile 3, once pile 3 hit that silence, is over. You could talk a lot, and you could be someone that's very expressive. Again, you're always saying how you feel. If you're thirsty, if you're annoyed, if you don't want to be there, you're gonna say it. And so I kind of respect you for your honesty. I feel like it's easy for people to just leave and disappear and just F the, conversation. But you're like, let me confront it. Why did you do that? Well, that was messed up and you won't ever hear from me again. So I'm glad you did that. All right, pile 3, you have a way of being absent but also putting people in their place. Like, check that, but I'm out. All right, check yourself. This is a very funny group. And it's just funny because I could just hear the people around you like, oh my God, now what? What bothered them? And you know what it is? It's like people like you might come across as annoying because that, damn, everything bothers them. But I say, me, I say people like you are those to admire. Why? Because you're not going to be scared to tell it how it is. You're not going to be scared to make yourself feel better. You know what I mean? There's a lot of people that stay in places, stay during conversations, and, participate in things that they really dislike just because they feel like they have to, or because they have some notion that they have to achieve or something, or a societal norm that they have to comply with. But not you. You are so self-centered, selfish. Amazingly though, amazing. Those words, but in a good way. To the point where your uncomfortability is already making you feel bad. It's like you can't be your true self if you don't feel right. Okay? If you don't feel good. And your absence could also be felt because you could be also very clingy. I feel like you're the person to give a lot of hugs, a lot of kisses, especially in relationships. You are very touchy, very warm, very like even motherly, fatherly. Like, oh my baby, with your relationships or even your friends, very, huggy, kissy type of person. And I feel like when your absence is felt because, it's a difference when you have people that want to hug you and love on you and just to people that don't even want to hug you. You know what I mean? I was definitely the huggy friend. I had friends that hated hugs, to be honest. But yeah, I feel like there's like a lovey, clingy vibe here. When you love hard, and I feel like you're super lovable. But you're also not someone that's gonna hold your tongue. So if your friend says something you didn't like, if your boyfriend, girlfriend did something embarrassing, you're gonna let them know. And you're gonna let them know, hey, don't do that shit again. Before you really see this absence, right? So that's all for today. Thank you so much for clicking on this reading. Bye guys.